Niger, officially known as the Republic of Niger, is a landlocked country in West Africa. It is bordered by Algeria to the north, Libya to the northeast, Chad to the east, Nigeria and Benin to the south, Burkina Faso and Mali to the west. The country has a total area of 1,267,000 square kilometers, making it the 22nd largest country in the world. Population. As of 2021, the estimated population of Niger is around 25.1 million people. The population is growing rapidly, with a growth rate of approximately 3.8% per year. The majority of the population is concentrated in the southern and western regions of the country, particularly around the capital city of Niamey. Languages. French is the official language of Niger, although many people speak Hausa, Zarma, and other indigenous languages. Religion. Islam is the dominant religion in Niger, with approximately 99% of the population being Muslim. Economy. Niger is one of the poorest countries in the world, with the majority of the population living below the poverty line. The economy is primarily based on subsistence agriculture, with cotton and livestock being the main cash crops. Uranium mining is also an important industry, with Niger being one of the world's largest producers of uranium. Politics. Niger is a semi-presidential republic, with a president who serves as both the head of state and the head of government. The current president is Mohamed Bazoum, who took office in April 2021. Culture. Niger has a rich cultural heritage, with many traditional art forms and practices still being practiced today. The Tuareg people, in particular, are known for their distinctive clothing and jewelry. Music and dance are also important parts of Nigerian culture, with many different styles and rhythms found throughout the country. Tourism. Niger is not a popular tourist destination, but it does have several attractions that draw visitors. These include the historic city of Agadez, the W National Park, and the Arantanare Natural Reserves, which are home to a variety of wildlife including elephants, giraffes, and lions. Challenges. Niger faces a number of challenges, including food insecurity, lack of access to clean water, and high levels of poverty. The country is also vulnerable to drought and other environmental hazards, which can have a significant impact on the population. The government is working to address these issues through a variety of programs and initiatives, but progress has been slow due to limited resources and infrastructure. Geography. Niger is largely composed of desert and semi-desert regions, with the Sahara Desert covering much of the country. The Niger River, which is the third longest river in Africa, runs through the southwestern region of the country and provides an important source of water for agriculture. Climate. Niger has a hot and dry climate, with temperatures frequently exceeding 40 degrees Celsius, 104 degrees Fahrenheit, during the hottest months. The country experiences a rainy season from June to September, during which time flash floods can occur. Wildlife. Niger is home to a wide variety of wildlife, including lions, elephants, giraffes, hyenas, cheetahs, and baboons. The W National Park, which is located in the southwestern part of the country, is one of the best places to see these animals. Education. Education is a challenge in Niger, with only around half of the population being literate. Girls are particularly disadvantaged, with many dropping out of school at a young age due to poverty or social pressure. The government has launched a number of initiatives to increase access to education, but progress has been slow. Health. Niger has some of the worst health indicators in the world, with high rates of infant and maternal mortality, malnutrition, and infectious diseases such as malaria and tuberculosis. The government is working to improve the healthcare system, but resources are limited and many people still lack access to basic medical services. Cuisine. Nigerian cuisine is heavily influenced by the country's geography and climate. Millet and sorghum are the staple foods, and are typically served as a porridge or made into a dough to be eaten with stews or sauces. Other common ingredients include beans, rice, vegetables, and meat, with goat and beef being the most popular meats. Sports. Football, soccer, is the most popular sport in Niger, with many people playing or watching matches. Other popular sports include basketball, volleyball, and handball. Overall, Niger faces many challenges, but also has a rich culture and a unique landscape. Despite its poverty and underdevelopment, the country has a resilient and friendly population that is working to build a better future for themselves and their children. History. Niger has a rich history that dates back to the 15th century, when the Songhai Empire ruled over the region. In the 19th century, the French colonized Niger and established a colonial administration. Niger gained its independence from France in 1960. Transportation. Niger's transportation infrastructure is relatively underdeveloped, with only a few major highways connecting the different regions of the country. The majority of transportation is done by car or bus, although there are some domestic flights available. Languages. Niger is a linguistically diverse country, with over 20 different languages spoken throughout the country. Hausa is the most widely spoken language, followed by Zarma and Tuareg. Art and craft. Niger has a thriving art and craft industry, with many traditional crafts still being practiced today. These include weaving, pottery, and metalworking. Nigerian jewelry, in particular, is highly prized for its intricate designs and fine craftsmanship. Water scarcity. Water scarcity is a major issue in Niger, with only a small percentage of the population having access to clean and safe drinking water. Many people rely on traditional wells or rivers for their water needs, which can be contaminated and contribute to the spread of diseases. International relations. Niger is a member of several international organizations, including the United Nations, the African Union, and the Economic Community of West African States, ECOWAS. The country has also played an active role in regional peacekeeping efforts. Traditional medicine. Traditional medicine is widely practiced in Niger, with many people relying on traditional healers for their healthcare needs. Traditional medicine is often seen as more affordable and accessible than modern medicine, although the government is working to improve access to modern medical services. Overall, Niger is a fascinating country with a unique culture, diverse wildlife, and a complex set of challenges. Despite these challenges, the country's people are working hard to build a better future, and Niger remains an important player in the region and the world economy. Niger is one of the poorest countries in the world, with most of its population engaged in subsistence agriculture. The country's economy is heavily dependent on exports of raw materials such as uranium and oil. Niger also receives substantial foreign aid from donor countries and international organizations. Religion. Islam is the dominant religion in Niger, with over 90% of the population being Muslim. Christianity and traditional African religions are also practiced by smaller portions of the population. Politics. Niger is a republic with a semi-presidential system of government. The president serves as the head of state and the prime minister serves as the head of government. The country has a multi-party system, although politics is often dominated by a small group of elites. Military. The Nigerian armed forces are responsible for defending the country and maintaining internal security. The military has played an important role in recent years in combating terrorism and insurgency in the region. Culture. Niger has a rich and diverse culture, with many traditional customs and practices still being observed today. Music and dance are an important part of Nigerian culture, with traditional instruments such as the kora and the balafon being widely used. Traditional dress is also an important part of Nigerian culture, with brightly colored fabrics and intricate embroidery being common. Environment. Niger faces a number of environmental challenges, including deforestation, soil erosion, and desertification. The country is working to combat these issues through reforestation projects and sustainable land use practices. Tourism. Niger has a small but growing tourism industry, with many visitors coming to explore the country's wildlife and natural beauty. Popular destinations include the W National Park, the Sahara Desert, and the Niger River. Overall, Niger is a complex and fascinating country with a rich history, culture, and natural environment. While the country faces many challenges, its people are resilient and hardworking, and are working to build a better future for themselves and their country. Education. Education is a major challenge in Niger, with many children not having access to basic education. The government is working to improve access to education through a number of initiatives, but progress has been slow. The literacy rate in Niger is low, particularly among women and girls. Health. Niger faces a number of health challenges, including high rates of infant and maternal mortality, malnutrition, and the spread of infectious diseases such as malaria and HIV/AIDS. The government is working to improve access to healthcare and reduce the incidence of these health issues. Sports. Football, Soccer is the most popular sport in Niger, with many people following local and international football leagues. Other popular sports include basketball, handball, and traditional Nigerian games such as la lutte, wrestling. Cuisine. Nigerian cuisine is diverse and flavorful, with a mix of traditional African and Arabic influences. Staple foods include millet, rice, and sorghum, which are often served with stews or sauces made from meat, vegetables, or beans. Other popular dishes include fufu, a starchy porridge, dambanama, a bean and meat stew, and tuwo, a type of porridge. Festivals. Niger is known for its colorful and vibrant festivals, which often feature traditional music, dance, and dress. One of the most famous festivals is the Kirsali, a celebration held by the Tuareg people after the rainy season. Other popular festivals include the Festival of the Nomads, the Gani Festival, and the Agadez Festival. Media. The media in Niger is relatively free and independent, although the government has been known to crack down on journalists who are critical of the government. Radio is the most important medium for news and information, with many people relying on radio broadcasts to stay informed. In summary, Niger is a country with a rich history, culture, and natural environment, but it also faces a number of significant challenges. Despite these challenges, Niger's people are resilient and hardworking, and are working to build a better future for themselves and their country.